to share testimonial, even if it is $100, whatever, guys. Feel free to share, because that's what will help us to build massively. I bet with you we are exploding now in this business. We are exploding. We are exploding. We are now back a live stream on YouTube now, and we're going to move now and begin to share our testimonial. Let's feel free, please. I want as many people. It's not just ranking officers that are making money in CashFS. I bet there are a lot of people. Since day one that we started, we hit the ground running. We started seeing $200 a week, $500 a week. So it's not about ranking. So I want to quickly bring Afolari. There is somebody, Kalu, whatever. I don't know whether you are there. Let me bring you in if you have any testimonial to share with us or question. He's been raising hand for long. Afolari, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I want to share my testimony. Indeed, I love CashFX and I've really benefited from it. I've been a forex trader before, and it has been on and off. I move 2 steps forward and 6 steps backward, until a friend of mine that we are in CashFX together joined this company and then introduced me to it. Immediately he introduced me this program to me. I said, man, I'm going to join. And sincerely, at that time, I don't have any money. But I just find a way. I was able to get the money and I registered. I came in August this year. I registered in August. And immediately I registered in August, I said, I am going to use this particular business to be my
Mr. Folani.
retirement plan. What now happened?
Hello, sir. Okay.
I start to recruit people. And by September, I joined in August. By September,
your network is breaking.
I was able to withdraw $260, 500 package. I was happy. Again, because I was in need of some immediate cash. I came in August. By October again, I withdrew another $130. So CashFS is all the way. Hopefully, I'm believing that by November, I should be able to upgrade my package to 1,000 package. My target is that hopefully by January, I should be on my 5,000 package. So that is my testimony. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Afolari. I love your energy. Just keep setting the target. I tell you, setting of target is what makes the difference. If you don't set a goal, you will just be, passing by. So it's always good to set a goal for where you want to be in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 90 days. You just do it like that. The next 9 months. So thank you, sir. We appreciate your contribution.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I have someone, Fergie. Fergie, please unmute yourself and share your testimony.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you, Pastor. I heard about CashFS through my husband. We normally trade forex, but it's off and on. So somebody told my husband, and my husband was reluctant about it. So one morning as he was going out, I asked him to tell me more about it. He said he's not interested. So he forwarded me the video. There's one video you talked about on CashFS business. So I took my time. I listened to that video twice. When I listened, at the end of the second, I jotted what I wanted to jot. I called the lady to tell me how to go about it. That was August. So I joined in August. And I told myself that the first thing I want to do, let me just start with $300 and see how it works. same year, and now that I've upgraded to 500, and even yesterday I withdrew $115.
Wow.
The thing is so interesting that I normally tell people we don't beg people. If you see this opportunity, you don't walk into it. 1 year time, I will tell you where I am. So Cash FS is working. People under me are already receiving money. Somebody registered under me today in US. So people are just registering and registering. And I didn't join this online, but I listened, and I took my time to listen. That video was like 1 hour, 15 minutes. I listened to it very well twice. So I tell people, if you want to join, listen first. If you cannot attend the meeting, go to our YouTube. Take that 1 hour plus and listen, so that when you come in, you know what you are fighting, where you are heading to. Me, I'm heading to become an executive first. That is my goal between now and by end of December. And people are rolling in. So Cash FS works. The pay is there. I'm just happy. I make money. I'm happy. Cash FS give you fulfillment. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. I'm grateful. Thank you, sir.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, they say success is happiness.
Yes,
if you are
sir.
doing something and it's making you happy, I bet that's the real thing. And you are happy not because you are making money, but because you are also helping a lot of others to make money.
People. Yes, sir. There's somebody under me that
Pastor Mike.
registered. Sorry, sir. There's somebody under me that registered. And last 2 weeks, she withdrew her money and she paid the school fees of her son that just entered just one. She's so excited, so happy that she can invest, and she's not doing anything. And when she withdrew 198,000. The conversion became 198,000, and she told me that she have settled her son's school fees, and she's just happy. She's the one that registered somebody today in US. So the business is moving and people are coming in.
Wow. Wow.
Pastor Mike, those are testimonies you are not expecting to get. And these are smaller testimonies that is taking us to everywhere. Did you see the picture of the woman talking, how excited she is? Because I saw her on video. I guess you guys are friends, you're on video, and you are seeing some of these testimonies on video. These are exciting times. Mr. Charles, are you listening to us? We win every day, Mr. Charles. Thank you, Pastor Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah. You are still going to share your own testimonial.
No shaking. No shaking.
Okay, Aji Muda, can you unmute yourself? Let's have your testimony.
Well, good evening, everybody. I hope are you hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I used to be in Forex. I used to be a Forex trader, and I got my fingers burnt. That's over 15 years ago. Got my fingers burnt heavily. And when I mean heavily, I lost about $40,000.
Wow.
And it was a big blow to the family finance. It dragged us to -0. And to buy pure water of 5 naira then was difficult because the whole money was gone.
Wow.
So anything Forex was like a time bomb waiting to explode. So we kept running away from it. But this year, somebody told my wife about Cash FX. She told me, I told her, sorry, I don't have interest in things like that because I've got my fingers burnt online severally. So, but she kept on convincing me. Eventually, we decided, okay, let's do a study. Give me all their sites, get all the sites for me. She got all the sites. I went online, I did my study, did everything. And I attended your Zoom meeting. With 300, just about 2-3 months ago, and the 300 has grown. Now we are on 1,000 package from the 300, and apart from that, we have withdrawn more than 100,000 cash into our account. And apart from that, we have been able to bring in people because they saw it and they were convinced. Somebody came in with 3K. When he saw what was happening, he came in with another 1K. When he saw what was happening, he came in with another 1K.
Wow.
Another person came in with
Are you there, sir?
Looks like the network is holding him hostage.
Okay, maybe we take Mr. Olasun.
He's the manager before December.
Okay, your network is
It's
breaking.
legit. It is working.
Wow.
Are you hearing me now?
We are hearing you now.
Yes. So I said from 300, I've moved to 1,000 package.
All right, his network is breaking. Okay, Mr. Ola, can you come on board?
Okay. Wow, this is phenomenal. Pastor Mike, Mrs. Zach, Pastor Thaddeus, you've been a blessing. Each day in which I come online, it's like a blessing. I say thank you for introducing this to me. The very funny thing about this opportunity for me is that the same radio station, Rainbow FM, where you use often for this. I do analysis there, as a news analyst and all that, and so most likely we have crossed paths. But all the normal announcements about this has never sunk deep inside me. Why? Because for about 4 years I've lost heavily in forex. Someone said six steps backward, 4 steps forward. And I think I would say 10 steps backward, two steps forward.
Wow.
I've lost heavily and all that. So I was just driving my son to school on that long bridge one day. That is on the 29th of August exactly this year. And you were on here. I wasn't in the newsroom analyzing that day, so I wasn't at Rainbow. But I was driving, and you were on air, and immediately, I was struck deep inside me. I believe the Holy Spirit. I believe, it's not just something. It's the Holy Spirit. Yeah, I was struck deep inside me. That look, I told my son, quickly write down that number, and press yes on my phone immediately. And that's why I was added to the WhatsApp platform. Long and short, I registered 300, and after listening to Pastor Mike, and about building a business system, I registered, four of us, my sons and myself. Okay, so 300. The beautiful thing is that I started trading 3rd of September, so full month in September and maybe half month this month. I will tell you that yesterday, for instance, I withdrew yesterday, $884. Wow. Yesterday. I said 1.5 months. And I will tell you what I've made, over this 1.5 months now, covered up for all the losses I've made in 4 years of Forex.
Can you imagine?
I won't tell you how much. That's it. Then the beautiful thing is, as of today, I have 47 people in 1.5 months under me. Because I learned from Pastor Mike, massive upgrade. All my accounts, the minimum now, from 300, all my accounts are 1,000.
Wow.
That's the minimum. I have an account that is 3,000, sir. I have an account that is 2,000. Okay, so it's massive upgrade. My target, because you said I should have a plan clearly, even before building my house. Okay, my target is, I will not withdraw until I get, one of the account at least to 10,000. And in 3 months, I must be an executive. Already, my group, value points, is half of that. As at, half of 20, it's about 14,000 plus now. Which is about half of the 25, group value point. So I know that I will hit my executive exactly as I've set it, if not before. So it's a phenomenal thing. And the beautiful thing is, it gives you rest of mind, peace. I have not gone into red line any longer. No support, no resistance. no psychological angst. You know that look, what I did before, what I did is right. It is phenomenal, Pastor.
God.
Look, no, it is wonderful. You know, I will want to call on people who have not joined, and you are still dilly-dallying. Okay, you know, there is an opportunity cost for delay. There's an opportunity cost even for not taking action. Sometimes we think of losses much more than the loss of time itself. I think, please, out there, don't dilly-dally anymore. Join CashFX. Thank you, Pastor Mike. Thank you, Zach, Pastor Tavios, and all the leaders there. You know, I want to say, God bless you. Thank you for introducing this to me.
Wow. Amazing testimony. Thank you, sir. Wow,
You're
wow,
welcome,
wow,
sir.
wow, wow. CashFX is real. Is real. Is real. I don't know whether you were around when I was showing my back office 2 weeks ago.
No, I wasn't on that Zoom. I wasn't.
Oh, wow. Okay. You get to see it maybe another time.
All right, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I really, really appreciate your contribution. I mean, for somebody like you to testify, people should know that this is not a joke.
You know, Pastor Mike, if I should just quickly chip this in, people were asking me, you know, at my level, you know, for instance, I had an early retirement as a group director, you know, in one of the largest marketing communications company in West Africa. Someone was asking me, wouldn't you spoil your reputation of about 30 years by fronting for an organization that you don't have full control over and you are not sure about what they are doing? I said, look, I have done my due diligence and my background, and I'm sure about this. That look, and that's why I'm fronting for it. So look, yes, my reputation is on the line, but it's because I trust even not only the company, but also the leaders that brought me there. And that's you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Now, let me add to that.
Thank you.
Even somebody like me, we also leverage someone who is a spokesman for CashFX now, Ron Pope. This man, for 18 good years, has been building back offices for multi-level marketing companies in US. Wow. And his business is multi-billion business. He said, since he had been doing this for different multi-level marketing companies for 18 good years, that he has a reputation. Wow. He puts a company that is worth $1 billion on the line and his reputation. The CEO of CashFX just called him to handle our infrastructure in terms of our back office and all the necessary. He said he had never been tempted to join any of those companies, all of the companies of his clients. For 18 years, he just performs his professional function and he gets paid. And his company is worth multi-billion. Sir, it was when he saw CashFX that he came back to join multi-level marketing.
Wow.
He's one of the first person that registered. He's the one who registered Justin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I tell you.
That's great.
Now, this man up to today is the one in charge of our upgrading, all our back offices. He always come out to even speak on behalf of the CEO that this is a legacy company, and he's keep assuring us that if we are privileged to sit with Oscar, that the guy has a big vision. Now look at that person. He's not looking for money. His company is still running, and he come here to put his name, his reputation, everything on the line. And he's the one behind the scene. He even see more than us. If that man could put his reputation on the line, who am I? I have nothing at stake.
Yes, sir.
So this is what we are talking about. And you know, he's a citizen of US. You know this, and these people, when it comes to strict obedience to law and legality, they don't joke with it. They don't put their hands into anything that will affect them legally or whatever. So, sir, I think we are just in the right place. Honestly.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I celebrate you.
Thank you, sir. I celebrate you.
Okay, sir. Now, Mr. Ayo, let me bring you on board to share your testimonial if you are there. Mr. Ayo, are you there? Mr. Zach, are you there? You guys should come on board, share your testimony, and the people want to hear. Mr. Zach, let's have you.
Of course, I'm here.
Okay.
Hello, Pastor Mike.
Yeah, Mr. Ayo, can you share your testimony? Are you available now?
Pastor Mike.
I'm with you. I'm hearing you. Don't worry, Mr. Zach. Just go on. Just go on.
Okay, sir. I wanted to confirm if it's my Ayo.
It's your own. That's if you're available now.
It is only one eye you will have here. It is your own, no hide.
Pastor Mike, good evening, sir. Mr. Zach, thank you very much. I celebrate everyone on the call. Thank you. It's like I'm having network issues, so the delay and the feedback is a little late. But if you can hear me very well, I want to greet everyone on the call. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Ayo. I want to share my testimony for the very, very, very first time, even though I've been presenting. So I actually joined the Cash FX early March 2nd to be precise. My friend, my good friend for some years actually brought me into the system. And a lot of you know her very well. One of our leaders, Constance. So Constance, in her testimonial, she used to say she has been in banking for some years. So Constance, for the first time, and I'm saying this now, she happened to be my account officer. So she has been handling my account for years when she was in banking. So that was where we know ourselves and we have become good friends. So even when she left banking, we still communicated a lot. And so when she saw this opportunity, she called me, hey, my good friend, I've seen something, come and join. So I traveled that time. So I told her when I come back, I will definitely look at it. But she sent me some things which I looked into. So because she's somebody I've been trusted with my money, so I don't have a doubt. So I just sent $500 to her. Please register me. When I come back, you will tell me more. So that's how I came on board early March. And I want to thank Pastor Mike, all the leaders that have been putting us through. So we learned a lot. So even though I used to be a busy person, but the lockdown actually, I want to say is in my own favor, because if not for lockdown, I wouldn't have the time to sit down to understand this. So during the lockdown period that we were all forced to come inside, so I stayed, I was attending all the Zoom meetings, the national, the international, everything. And I was doing my research, even though I've plugged in, but I was doing my research. So I found out, yes, I'm in the right place. So when I got the wind of opening multiple accounts so that you can lay a solid foundation, of course, I did that. So, and I've been recruiting people massively since then. So if I want to put all my accounts together and all my business, my package is closing at 20,000. What I started with 500. So I want to I want to thank God, and by the special grace of God, I ranked as an executive officer also this month. Even though I told Pastor Mike to please not announce it, but I'm announcing it for the first time. I'm announcing it since Pastor Mike has pushed me to give this testimony. So and I want to appreciate all our leaders. So Pastor Mike, I really celebrate you, sir. I really celebrate you. You held us by the hands and you are pushing us, and we followed the blueprint. What you asked us to do, we were doing, and we were having the results. So if you are on this call, please just look at the people ahead of you, what they have done. There is no secret about it. It's just following the blueprint. And all of us have been sharing testimonies. There is nothing secret again. It's whatever they have done is what we have done. We have done, and we are repeating it, and we are getting results. So if you are here, please don't doubt anybody. This is the real deal. We have something huge in our hands, and we have not even scratched the scratch. We are just starting. So thank you very much. And I want to use this opportunity to invite everyone, if I remember, to 6 o'clock Zoom is our technical Zoom. So please join us. We're going to be discussing something amazing that you will love. Thank you very much, Pastor Mike, and all the leaders. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Don't worry, it's still an open secret.
Pastor Mike.
Mr. Ayo,
Mr. Jackson.
Mr. Ayo, I think I want my own to remain an open secret, a closed one for now. So I'm following your lead.
All right now.
Well, guys,
Thank you,
we're
sir.
super excited to invite you. We're not trying to brainwash you. We don't need to brainwash you because what we're having going for us is something very, very exciting. Pastor Mike called me up sometime in March. I have met him once. In our previous company, he used to be working under my team, in my organization, and there was a boot camp that brought them to Ghana. I hosted a boot camp for them in Ghana. We got to meet one-on-one just for 1 week or thereabout. They went back to Nigeria. We followed ourselves up as friends and family. And sometime in March, he called me up and said there is something he needs me to look at. Well, from where we were coming from before, which was not too sweet a story, I had doubts in me to look at it. He sent it to me. I didn't tell him I was not interested, but somewhere in my mind, I was not interested. And he called me a day after that and asked me what I think about it. I had nothing to lose because I have known him. The group of guys who came in from Lagos for the boot camp in Ghana, we were not that too close. But you know, the way you look at people, you monitor them, you know, the very responsible ones. And probably, I'm not saying some were not responsible. I'm talking about the leadership qualities around here. And I asked myself, Zach, what do you have to lose? And I weighed what I had to lose. Then I asked myself, Zach, what do you have to gain? And guys, these two questions helped me solve my problem. I discovered that what I had to gain was far much more better than what I had to lose. So Charlie, like we say in Ghana here, there was nothing that could hold me back from getting on. And so I called him and said, get me on this. He asked me for my details. I sent it to him and he plugged me on. And of course, like every other leader in this thing, we got on it. Well, it's a $300 package, like Ayo. Some of us did not really get the structure. I mean, the structure of building the business from beginning when we started. We're not in all the meetings from differences here and there. And when we started and when we got to a particular point, this structure came up. Well, that was a point some of us would have been discouraged. But guys, if you believe in what you believe, you have strength in you to keep doing what you're doing. So I was not discouraged. I got on it, restructured myself from the end. A $300 account, yes, by his grace, we have 4 different family accounts around it now. The list on this package is a $1,000 package, and the highest goes up there. And the good thing is that for those of you in Ghana, in Nigeria, you probably would have heard some of these nasty things about relationships here and there between us and them. Yeah, they are good people here. Some with myopic minds behave funny at times. But I tell you, I drive around my Nigerian plated cars and I have people who are friends here who hail and love me because of having shown them the opportunity of Catch FX. I could go into any place and talk to anybody because I have a reputation for having grown, helping a lot of people back here earn money regularly. When there was lockdown here and everywhere, a lot of people were crying everywhere. But my friends who were in Catch FX with me here were always calling me and praying for me. So like Pastor Mike would say, it is not about how much you are making, it is about the life you are imparting. And that's my goal. That's my dream. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I don't know, but I think I would want to create a legacy of a good relationship. And I think Catch FX is giving me an opportunity and a platform to do it. Guys, the team is growing. I tell you, if you are listening to me, not one person in my organization that have not made money. Like Pastor Mike said, everybody starts making money 72 hours after you are plugged in. There are no news, no long story. Guys, so if you are listening to us, guys, for some of us, our ranks will come at some level of surprise when it will come. Don't be in a hurry. Be patient. Work on this with faith. Like Pastor Mike said, it is not all about the ranking now. It's all about the life you impart. And I tell you, if you're listening to us, maybe for the first time, maybe for the second time or for the third time, if you are not in this, you are not in anything. Catch FX is not the next big thing. Catch FX is the big thing on ground now. Charlie, We normally call ourselves Charlie here. Charlie, if you are not here, you are not here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zach, for your amazing testimony. I also have Constance here. I want her to also add her voice to the testimonial. Constance has always been constant and crushing it all the way. We're waiting for our directorship any moment from now. So, Constance, we want to hear your voice.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. My name is Constance. I joined Cash FS February this year. And I could remember the first day I came, just like every other person. Pastor Mike was holding the meeting. And he said they end every day. I had my reservation and doubts. I walked up to him that day. I said, show me proof. I opened his phone and showed me, and I saw the day straight. Wow. I said, okay, let me do every other due diligence. I made my inquiries, search, Google, and all that. And I got on board with 500. And I thank God. Everything he mentioned, everything Cash FS has executed, daily payments, rewards, everything. I have grown that 500 to $15,000, going to 20. I've attained executive, earned my price, attained managerial position. I have made so much money that what I do, what I made, the withdrawals I make on a weekly basis to sustain the family is no longer a question of money for me now. It's a question of impacting lives, reaching out to people. It's a win-win situation for everybody. Nobody is cheated in the system. They execute. This is a life-changing and transforming opportunity for me that I cannot hold back. I will shout it to the rooftop. This is God-given opportunity. And I thank you, Pastor Mike. Thank you for Charles. Thank you, Bumi King. Thank you for everybody. Thank you, my leaders, that has in one way or the other contributed to my upliftment. I'm grateful to God for Cash FS. Thank you, Pastor Mike.
Boom. Thank you. Thank you, Constance. You have been an amiable partner. I mean, always there doing things for the progress of our team, full of energy, full of vibes. I mean, Mr. Ayo is lucky to have you as an upline. I'm sure, you know, because you are just always there. So thank you so much. So we've been taking testimony. I've shared my testimony many times. I started this business with $300. I mean, as far back as late January, and by early February, I officially kicked off with seminars, you know, and that's it. Before the lockdown in March 12, we are just about like 4 weeks in the business when the lockdown came. But before the lockdown, I was already an executive. In 2-3 weeks. I've clocked an executive. In fact, before the lockdown, I was almost, I mean, very close to even becoming a manager as at March 12 when the lockdown was announced. So I was already on about over 60,000 volume, you know, then boom, and the lockdown came and we switched to Zoom. And before we could get ourselves together on the Zoom, you know, it took another 1 month plus to now become a manager, then from there to become the first African director, exactly 6 months after I started Cash FS. But the amazing thing is not even about the ranking, like everybody has been saying. I mean, it's the magic behind turning a $300 contract to, I mean, talking about 100,000 US dollars in 8 months. And also, a lot of the weekly pay has grown from 3 figures to 4 figures to 5 figures, even talking of weekly. So you can see that this is not just ordinary business. What you see is what you get. That's just the truth. What you see is what you get. I'm going all the way. I'm sure with some of my leaders that are ready to follow me bumper to bumper to enlist my name on the global stage of the highest earner in the world in MLM industry. I tell you, that's my goal. And I know that with God, all things are possible and it's going to come to pass. So guys, we are going all the way, because since CashFS system is working, I know very soon our name is going to come out among the Hall of Fame of the highest earner in MLM industry. It is not in the distant future. It is very, very around the corner. So let's remain focused, because we have done 1 or 2 businesses before, and it has not really produced results like this. When a system is working, guys, and you are laser focused, I bet one day you will be among the highest earner in the world, because all the while, even choosing the right business has been a challenge. Sometimes you have what it takes to build a multi-million-dollar business, but something will just go wrong with the company, and before you know it, you are not achieving your dream. But here we are in a legacy company. The CEO has shared 5 years vision. He has shared 20 years vision. I mean, it's just for me to align my vision with the company vision. And I know with CashFS, the sky is not even my limit. So that's just my testimonial. And I'm just telling you this, guys. We have not even scratched the scratch. In fact, I am still in a preparatory stage. I have not started CashFS at all. And I want to believe that that's the same mindset many of my leaders also have. We have not started CashFS at all, because we are still at home, guys. We have not even exploded at all. We are just doing some playing stuff right from the house, still trying to prepare ourselves for the greater heights. So let's roll up our sleeve and keep on putting in the work, because I tell you, with CashFS, the sky is not our limit at all. So I think that's where we're going to stop today. So some of these testimonials are documented on YouTube, and we can always share it and get it across to people who might still be skeptic about our business. You know, some of them, we can't blame them. They have gotten their fingers burnt in one business or the other, but we need to let them know that CashFS is something different, something new. And that's why we are doing this. We have yesterday's own recorded. We have today's own recorded. So all this content, they are there on the YouTube. And please, leaders, like I said, don't convince anybody. Get people convinced. Some people will just meet me, say, can you break it down for me? Can you explain it for me? Have you attended our presentation? No. He said, just explain. I say, sir, no, you have to attend our presentation. I don't convince anyone, I get people convinced. Once you attend that presentation, use your own judgment to know whether it's a good business for you, whether it's a good business or it's not a good business. If after you attend the presentation, you now want to ask me 1 or 2 questions, fine. But I want you to know that it's good that you have personal conviction before you join. Some will say, I've had you on radio many, many times. I want to register now. Have you attended our presentation? No, because I know you are a pastor. I will say, no, I'm not going to take your money because I'm a pastor. Go and attend the presentation. Use your own judgment. Personal conviction is important for personal decision. So that's it. What I'm saying in a nutshell is that all this content are what you need to put on your WhatsApp group. Take those things from the YouTube, share it to your WhatsApp group. Let the people there listen again and again and again. I mean, yesterday's one that we did, 1 or 2 person they contacted me and they said they want to sign up, that they are now convinced with what they had from these different people yesterday. Can you imagine? And I'm sure that today's own, some newbies are there. People just want to see results. That's all. And for us to come out and share it, I mean, definitely, I know that just like someone said, only fools doubt proofs. If you can give people proofs, and I mean, they are ready to plug in. So I want to thank all the leaders that have contributed, Mr. Zach, Constance, Mr. Ayo, I mean, all the people that are on the call. I can see Barrister, Mrs. Jackson, and some other leaders there. I want to say a big thank you to you all. Thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for being a part of the success of this Zoom meeting. I know that we are all taking this to the top together. Nobody is going to be left behind. God's willing, we'll keep sharing light, we'll keep sharing our ideas, and we'll keep moving together. By the special grace of God, we'll continue to have testimony, and we'll continue to impact lives as well. It's not about the money we make, it's about the lives that we are changing. So on that note, I draw the curtain. So let's rest just for about 30 minutes. By 6 o'clock, we'll come back for the technical Zoom meeting. So thank you, everyone. See you guys at the top.